Good morning. The Buddha and the Sangha is the topic today I want to share with you all. This is a very tradition. Today my talk is about a little bit from the teaching of the truth come to the discipline and the organization of Buddhism. First you see the Buddha and the Sangha. The second picture that you will see, the Buddha is the origin, the second picture, the origin teacher. So Buddha is our original teacher after his enlightenment or his awakening. So after awakening, he aware to something. That is the awareness of the truth. He touching to the truth. Means the innovation of his mental state have something not been found right now. He experienced it. So after that moment of the new experience, he want to express, let other people know what is going on. Then in that moment, he come to the teaching to the public. And after teaching to the public, secondly, he formed the community or assembly, means a group. He know that something is very important to transform this experience, this understand a long way process into the welfare or the well-being of human. So form a community to carry on the teaching and the practice, because practice need to slowly mature, and life itself need to part by part emancipated, means you move higher into your mental state, not into the lower chaos and suffer maybe troublesome state. You put your quality upright into more higher about your own liberation, means the benefit of your own self, then benefit to other. You see, this is what I talk about. I like Buddhism and I give my life to Buddhism. Why? Benefit to yourself, then benefit to other. Two benefit. Or you can turn it other way. Benefit to other, benefit to yourself. Overcome greed, hatred, and ignorance. This is the target. You see? So in the education of right now, the society or our government education system, or even though the leadership education, they're not going to overcome or purify the great hatred and ignorance. They're not going there. So you can see their action of body, their action of tongue, language, or their action of mind totally make chaos, make conflict, make difficulty, make suffer to yourself and others. It is not the truth. So someone who experienced of the truth, so he come back to the society, then he is teaching the truth, teaching the skill of training you contact and experience the truth in the human world. So here is some message that Kelly that make me feel very encourage me and have the confidence to carry on this project is because of human body and mind as what I have. If anything, I can serve the world, and that is my duty to do so. That is the benefit, and me and other as the goal. Then Buddhism as something that I like it because it is not mentioned about other being or other power can serve, can save living beings like humans, our mind and body. We need to use this mind and body into skillful means. That is why Buddhism is a little bit different from the God teaching as the Western civilization talk about. So Indian civilization have God teaching, have human teaching. The Buddha is telling no God teaching. Reform your skillful means and using this very human body to do the right job for human being. So he talked about awaken. Means you need to wake up and reform your activity and by the reform of skillful means. It's like compared to the modern world, we know science, the develop of science, make a lot of skill, innovation, make a lot of things changing, apply to benefit to your life and to the world. So carefully using science as a tool to make difference. That is not something that will bring out from the teaching of God, because teaching of God not contain this new innovation. So Buddhism also, from Indian's foundation of religion, he suddenly saw something. The old system, old tradition is not going to helping much to the new society of changing, because human being is very aggressive. If you can make this living being mind and body tend, means you tend to dog like that, not well dog anymore. It become a little bit easy to become a partner of you, not well life. So here the Sangha means he think very forehead how something can happen and keep the chance of society into very, very far in the century. So after 2,500, maybe 3,000 years, Buddhism, the founder been teaching, so carry on until today. Sangha still the tradition of Buddhism. Not only the teaching in library, in the university, but Sangha is a value, very important values of a community. Yeah. So Sangha group of disciples listen to the teachings. Here is something make a lot of understanding for us. Means the members need to listen to the teaching. Yeah. So I will say that a lot of Buddhists right now, Asian Buddhists or other Buddhists too, they may not fully understand his teachers, the original teacher's teaching. Even though for some of us and in a family, my family too, so-called Buddhists, when the country want to have all this survey, they say, oh, what kind of religions are you believe? Muslim, Hindu, Chinese, or other religion? So we register, we are Buddhists. Before 20 years age, I never read the Buddha's life. Never. I register, I'm Buddhist. You see? So the teaching of him very important of the life. The third picture that if we go to, then you see the tradition and the order of the Sangha. In the Buddha's time, they form this assembly, then he will put the orders of mature disciple, we call them Bhikkhu. Bhikkhuni means the orders of men and women who come into what we call that the monastic life. Means monastic is fully professional training lifestyle. Yeah, the lay people have family or have the wish to form their family, so, and the lay supporter as a woman and man, they become support the professional training and professional duty and service. All of them we call them Dharma practitioner, practice for the truth. Yeah. So this practitioner is equal right. We don't have say, oh, this become more higher, that become lower. No. The higher means the experience. You come into the new habitual pattern to overcome the lower and shakable mindset. You go to the, we call that the higher training of discipline, the higher trainings of concentration, and the higher trainings of wisdom in order that you make the new experience of life, of wisdom release and mind release. That is the goal. Other than that, it is the life differences that we choose for ourselves. We wish to become this and that. Yeah, so monastic order and the lay supporters would call it secluded life, secular life right now. So this become the tradition of what we see. And then one more picture we go. Then this easy to separate into two. One is lay life, one is monastic life. If we go to there, you can see both of them is volunteer. Means to become a Buddha, he is self-regulation, means I want to discipline myself like that. So that kind of self-awakening and self-discipline in Buddhism is not because of this and that, it's because of I see the benefit, so I want to join in like that. I want to say one example for you guys to know. Before we have so many buildings there, then I don't have monk house to live to in the early day. So I stay in one, what we call that, the trailer, yeah, 9 by 16, a bus trailer. I stay in this corner. So I serve in the meditation hall and stay there, take care of all this project. After 2 years of stay inside the trailer for my secluded retreat. So one day the retreat over, so I come back and serve myself as normal condition. So I stay in there is the condition is very, very challenging. It's not like the standards of living in America in that moment. In the so it make a lot of who interested about Buddhism, and the friend just watch me all the time. See that monk, he can stay in that crucial condition, or he will run out. Cannot obey, cannot patient pay that condition and run out. But no, I just commit myself because of the training, what I been told, the toiling, I just not in toiling, in tending, in filing, in thrilling. Yeah, I not care about this space of 9 and 16. I care about this very body and this very mind, like that. So my training is free my mind, not like something expand myself to become more and more, not like that. So for me, very calm and easy, overcome the moment. So when I come back to the society, then one group of people want to take audience, and one group of people want to become Buddhist and accept the precept from this meditation hall. I still remember quite close to more than 30 of American local people, Asian, come and take precept, want to become Buddhist because he saw something can be example of the training. So from their start, then we have more condition to support, to form the Sangha, to form the community of lay supporter, then it become more easy to develop this project until today. But most of them not come anymore, that group of people, not come anymore. Because of the activity and condition of the body and mind is not what we call that controlled by you or dominated by yourself. It could control and dominate by condition. Some may be job, need to go. Some may be family, need to go. Some of them retire, need to go. So community is not the center point, but organization will have meaning there. Yeah. So here in Buddhist, self require. So I want to become more disciplined. So I commit. Can I do this for my own training and discipline? That is the part of awakening. So we call that as a Buddhist, no matter where you go, this body and mind, but remember 5 precepts: no killing, no stealing, no lying, no sexual misconduct, and no intoxication, like that. So no matter where you go, this is the 5 things to protect your life and protect others too, as the benefit to yourself and others. Very clear. See? So this is what Buddhism based on. I think this foundation, if we not concern it, not quite close to the quality or the requirements basic of what the Buddha want his disciple going. So from that 5 precepts, then you can go more, we call that 9, we call that 8 precept, means the monastic life, novice come in, we have 10 precepts, means not in the bed of luxury, not have perfume, this and that to make up of your body, just make the body more simplicity of life. Then you're not touching to, in that time, not touching to the money, gold or money, like that. Means this thing is make you more attachment, more worry and fear if it is in your hand. So in trainings of someone who want to renunciate, means he want to keep his life with very simple material support, but not like a businessman, not like someone who form his family that need to become more and more high standard of living. Not like that. Yeah. So this novice, he want to commit is once you come in, is quickly involved into the understand of the teacher's teaching and understand of the skill of training and understand how to, in the organization, serve others and make this organization more strong. This we call that renunciate order. What is that? Vihara as a pressure center. Means other than you form your family as a lay practitioner, we are not form the family. We join into the family. Means the monastery is all over the world. Like Thailand, one country, you can have more than 50,000 temple there. Means that is the big family you have. Big house everywhere. So all the Buddhist country, you can have more than what you know, like us in the United States. I think right now is more than 4,000 temple and monastery you can found in this country, or the Buddhist community you can found. So if you are really come to the order, want to serve, everywhere welcome. They're short of manpower. They're short of leader. They look for good quality leader. So you don't like the society fear and worry about lost your job. So this community have always provide job training, provide opportunity to the member who come to the leadership, who come to the service. That is why I open my eye and see why people did not see this and run around and around, look for job, look for support, look for freedom. They don't see this. Why? This is a judgment of mental state. The only thing what I want to say is, so for the lay supporter, then they give you a chance, to make a new habitual pattern, make close to what you can see. That is the order, is the opportunity. The opportunity to you make easy for living. The opportunity to make new experience, touching to the truth. The opportunity for your mind free. Come to the Sangha. So the Sangha will open, say, I want to show my lifestyle to you. So 8 precepts. So you come and have the very simplicity of living, very simplicity of discipline, of daily schedule of eating, and of course, very disciplined into a single moment of life that I'm not touching to perfume this and that to make up in order that attractive to people, make people comfortable and illusion that not doing that. To try to make more what we call that celibacy ways of life. Oh, I'm independent, not watching my body into any other condition, but I'm watching my mind, try to away what kind of perception in my mind, in order that I guideline my mind into an object to overcome all this sensuality of life habitude. I think the skillful mean here is very profound and very practical to the lifestyle if we want to form a new habitual pattern. You see? So monastic life way is we call that pleasure center, means pleasure center is the spirit pleasure, not the sensual pleasure. You see? So I have some time, with the Catholic monks and with others priests in this country. So we have a lot of sharing about spiritual life, how we can make better spiritual life as your order, as my order. So a lot of sharing when we come to interfaith. And then from interfaith go into the what we call that intensive retreat together with the father and sister of Christian, Catholic. Even though we have different order, my order is Indian tradition. Their order is from the West. Their teacher is the God. Our teacher is the Buddha. But living life, when we come to the community, a lot of things I really surprised. Almost the same. Almost the same. How to overcome temptation, how to overcome stress, how to overcome difficulty, how to make the mind more happy than suffer. Independent and free. So this really makes sense to me when we come to the order of Sangha training. Then last part, you see, this is what I want to mean in Buddhism. The qualities of the Sangha, that is what traditional, when I come to the order as a young age of 20, come into the Sangha, then I learn. When we join into the Sangha, and especially become a monastic life, then you will see this is the 4 line talking about quality of individual. It can become very important message. Then the second one is individual change your quality into from original quality come into noble. Noble means his quality is very pure and high, not caught by the stress. We call that noble. Noble maybe is the sin as the West, means really high qualities of his mental state and the scent, very scent. In Buddhism, we use noble, this term. So you can see this is the what we call that 9 part of the condition you can reflection to the life. So the first one is practicing the wholesome way, practicing the upright way, practicing the direct and plain spoken way or straightforward way. And the last one is practicing the liberation way. So here, this 4 lines can separate into 2 parts. One is lay practitioner. They're more focusing in practicing the wholesome way, practicing the upright way. This is the lay practitioners, their standard. Need to always check this standard. If you don't check this standard, then you may go rush into material desire, rush into power desire, and rush into other things not proper way. This will increasing the ignorance of the mental state, anger, greedy of mental state. So always standard into these 2 right, we call that wholesome way is the right way. And then upright way is the second right way. Then will go easy for this lay practitioner. A monastic practitioner, not only that you have 2 lines in the front, but you come to the straightforward, means you join into the order, you become professionally, you become example, model. So you need to become more serious, you see. So my life is a very serious life, not much smile, make joke like that. But always when I have time, then I pull out from the community, mind focus. Yeah, so my mind focus is doing outdoor this and that, So I'm not only sitting in the meditation cushion as what practice. So I will spread my practice into dynamic. No one there. When I'm doing work there, I know my hand touching, and I know my buttock touching, and I know my foot touching. When I work something, am I working here, or the mental go other elsewhere? So I don't let my mind go like that. So when I go mowing the field, I'm mowing the field right now. It's very early. 6 o'clock, I already come out and do mowing. So I'm not sitting here, but I'm mowing. I expand my body into the mower. So I try to very careful mowing and go not far. If any creature that I found, then I will stop, let them run away. I'm not mowing in this time when the honeybee and other creature more come out. In the very early morning when all the creature beings already grounded, not come out, I do the job like that. So a lot of concerning into practice. You see. So this is the training of a monastic. So monastic is straightforward. You train for your professional skill. It's like, you not only go to basic, the associate degree and university, you go to technical school. Want to have the engineer school, come back to that field and serve. So monastic life mostly is like that. So the important part is every Buddhist come into the station connected to the teaching, learning, and connected the teaching of the skill is pointing to the goal of liberation. If you forgot this goal, or means that your commitment is not there, not much you can overcome the stress and the wisdom for your own enlightenment, not much. The Buddha said like this, he said, I am is the one who come to this experience in the supreme higher state before my teacher and other who support me. So from me on to the future, all the disciples can come into the same experience and the same understanding of the mental state like me. They call the same name as what I have. And they will have the equal condition as what I have. I like this kind of idea, means equal. So you are not always become disciple. You can come into the same of the quality and understanding as the teacher, but from there, no more higher, no more higher. This become a question of my life. No more higher, it means something already come into that, no more higher. When the scientist says science is only a tool to find the truth, science is not the truth. Buddhism is not science, but Buddhism use the truth to find, use the truth to find the truth, but he also means the truth. This is something that make me think a lot. What is this mean, you know? So I want to say is very important thing for the Sangha established by the Buddha. He is very important concern about individual human quality and the organizations, the powers of organization. Two things in the Sangha and the Buddha himself. He said, how I can transform my understanding and the experience to the individual. And that from this individual that I'm not only one individual, because one individual you cannot serve the whole human society. You need to go quickly because human society is very chaos and make a lot of mistake and problem to himself and other as a harm. So he want to stop that harm. So you need more members come into being, join into community, and have the organization going into unities of strong organization so can spread this skill and the truth. And today I want to say something is a very practical too. So the perfect of the organization, what we call the organized power, is very important. You see the country also like that. In the world, which country have more unity organized, the organized power being perfect, then he becomes strong. The country's organization become divisive, then this go down into decline. This is very clear. to our viewpoint. You see, so organization means the group of people. The Buddhist training is from a small group of people, slowly into more bigger group, into the world's international group like that. So members need to come into the community, join there, start that experience and transform. You see, a lot of good leader, he can only become one person's leader. He cannot become a community leader. Do you see that? So community leader need to have very mature understanding. Then he have to take out his ego self in order to fit into community easy. That is the training of Buddhism, individual that we train ourselves to understand no self-teaching, thingless teaching, mindless teaching, emptiness teaching, signless teaching, like that. All the teaching is help us to build up a mature individual can easy to run into the community. Yeah. So after that, running into the community, then we have the Buddha said that this is called worthies of gifts, worthies of hospitality, and worthies of offering, worthies of the reverential salutation, and unsuspect feel of merit for the world. That will happen. So this part of the teaching is in the Buddha time, he already predicted and expected this community have that kind of quality, have that kind of condition into the benefit of yourself and the living being of the world in the future. This part of the Sangha teaching, I never talked before because of Sangha community in the Western world is very new. In the changing of Sangha community, have a lot of pattern, not the tradition ideal bring by the Buddha himself. So I share today is because of, the Sangha come to the West. Maybe one day we will form American Buddhism. Like we form Chinese Buddhism, Thai Buddhism, Lao Buddhism, Sri Lankan Buddhism. A lot of in Asia, we have Buddhist community. No matter which country you come from, and once they can establish the organization and become strong Buddhist tradition in that region, this tradition been found, been established, because this is the original teacher's, his idea, the spirit of the training. Thank you. That is what I want to share with you today. Thank you.